Is in fact the spiritual path possible in today's world? And we gave some historical references. Of course, we went back to Hermes, we went back to Lao Tzu, we went back to Jesus, to Buddha, but we also referred to more recent testimonies of the universal path. So we did talk about Helena Petrovna Blavatsky. We did talk about Max Heindel. We talked about Rudolf Steiner and also about the Lehner brothers. And if you go onto our community page, you will see the name of Jan van Regenborg and also Kataros de Petri, who, as modern day Gnostics, following this esoteric tradition, presented to modern man. Okay, we're now coming close to a centenary because the school was created in 1924-25, so we'll soon be celebrating 100 years, but that's not what is important. It is to celebrate the birth of that Jesus being in oneself every single day. That is that inner force that we can have and discover also in modern times. And in the video, we also said that this path is not a path of externality, of posture, of external meditation, exercises, and so on. But it is what we just discussed with our friend who is far away but very close to us, these two elements of knowing yourself and also overcoming yourself. And for that, it means to develop a new soul. And to develop a new soul means to purify the soul we have today. And each human being can be born of God. And that birth in and of God is an inner experience, is an inner process. And it doesn't stop there because it has to take the next step. And what is that next step? The next step is to identify to that energy and that force in the heart, which we can call Jesus, which we can call the lotus. And that force, that strength and power of eternity vibrates through us and comes and touches also what we could call the microcosm. So man is a small cosmos as man, as personality, but is surrounded by the cosmos in terms of the small world, the microcosm. And this is the pre-remembrance, feeling, knowing that life is much more than just the day-to-day existence. And it is so, because we are born of God. We can then die through that inner process of spiritual dying to eternity which is in us. Do you see that? It's not a suicide or anything like that. It is that joyful process of giving the authority to the inner voice. And that inner voice is that force of Jesus. And as that process of purification takes place, then also transformation takes place in our body, in our physical, in our etheric, in our astral bodies. And by that change, one can also be reborn of the spirit. And this is the work in terms of what do we desire, what do we will, and what are our actions. And if we go through that process of purification, then there is a new desire of eternity. There is that new will, which is not my own egocentric closed will of my I being, but one which is open to the world and to others. And then our actions will speak louder than our words. And we hope that that is really the Golden Rosycross. So I tried